Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another Walking Dead video. Today's video is going to be over a little bit of rumor that's floating around out there that I came across today. It seems that the Walking Dead franchise, whether or not it's the AMC version or something that's being done separately, HBO is considering doing a reboot. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a reboot of all of our current characters, or they're going to come up with their own characters, or what the idea is behind this potential reboot. But it looks like HBO is kind of kicking around the idea of doing their own Walking Dead series. Now, this is kind of interesting because if you go back to when The Walking Dead was first being put in the planning stages, in the pre-production stages, it was shopped around to HBO first, and they turned it down. They didn't want to do it. They thought the idea of a zombie-based series was ridiculous. But I'm sure they're kicking themselves in the ass now because look at what Walking Dead has become. We've had multiple spin-offs. There's a giant fandom. The merchandising alone, I mean, it's become its own monster in a sense. Whereas when it was originally brought to them, they didn't want anything to do with it. So I'm sure they're just like, well, shit. They really dropped the ball on that one. So with this rumor now out there that they're possibly thinking about doing their own Walking Dead spinoff or Walking Dead reboot, I don't know, it might be too little too late because, well, I don't think anybody can replace the magic that has been Andrew Lincoln, Norman Reedus, Melissa McBride, all those original characters, especially with the fan base, because we've developed such an attachment to these characters, to these particular actors that portrayed these characters. And to try to bring someone into it now to remake that magic, or at least attempt to, I don't think it would go far. I think it would fall flat on its face. And it would probably upset the fan base because we have these characters, we have these stories, we have these actors that we established with this particular world, or when we think of this world, we think of these actors. And to try and bring someone else in to do it, I think that people would just be like, well, what the fuck? I mean, you had your chance, and now it's way too late. AMC has taken the property, and yes, there has been up and down. There has been certain storylines of certain spinoffs that were just dumb, or we couldn't stand, or it was just a flat-out missed opportunity with certain things. And now we have this whole potential thing where they're maybe going to do their own version of it. Now, if they did something and it's tied into the existing world, that could be a little more where people wouldn't just hate it on even thinking of hearing it. They would possibly give it a chance. So it's just strange now where we are 13 years into this world and HBO is going to try to step up and do their own version. Again, this is all rumors and speculation. We don't know if this is even remotely true, but it's just something that's floating around out there, something I came across, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. Do you think it's a good idea? Should they even bother and try to mess with the flow that AMC has? Because, of course, yes, the flow that they have been working with, it has been kind of all over the place. We have different points in time, or different timelines in general, for each of our shows where they're not perfectly aligned. And it's been confusing, but also maybe they could possibly be the ones to be in charge of maybe a Walking Dead movie where we bring all of our characters home and bring them back together. But I don't think AMC would want to let go of that potential property because it's going to be a moneymaker when they eventually do that, because they have announced that they're going to do a crossover spin-off series where they're possibly going to bring all of these spin-offs to a close with this one series. But anyways, I want to know what you guys have to say. Do you think this is a good idea, or do you think they should just let it go if it happens to be true? So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave likes, leave comments, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. So until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye.